So I guess if we just want to have any parting thoughts, if you have any last things you want to say, just about your own journey.
Yeah, I will say the one thing that I regret, so don't be like me, is that I waited too long. I had a friend and a client who was telling me for 3 years that I should go to a clinic, that he felt like my testosterone levels might be a little bit low. I was dragging my feet. I don't know why. Whatever. It was so easy, but I just dragged my feet. If you feel like your hormone levels are off, your hormone levels are probably off. If you feel like you're working out and doing all the right stuff and you're not getting in shape, there's a good possibility that your hormone levels are not optimal. If you're doing the same stuff that you used to do 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, that used to work and used to get you in shape, and they no longer are, there's a really big chance that your hormone levels are not optimal. And what I always suggest to people is to run a hormone panel, check their levels, see where they're at, and then if they're suboptimal, you can address them and then start making progress. So, if you think that something is off, go have it checked, and then never think that you're down and out and that's not possible. And I'll give one last story, which I think is a really amazing story. I'm going to hopefully do a podcast with a good friend of mine. She came to us about 2.5 years ago. She really, credits me, maybe more, or credits Rewind more than she should, but says that it saved her life because she's had COVID a couple times in those 2 years. She used to weigh about 190 pounds. Now she weighs about 120. So she lost 72 pounds. When I initially talked to her, she had wanted to get back to 165 pounds. She's only 5'1". And I said, that's just not enough weight. And her thought process was, well, 120 is impossible. I felt so much better at 160, 165. I just want to get back there. And I just kept telling her, you're shortchanging yourself. Your goal's not aggressive enough. You're still going to be unhealthy. Like, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. And, I think it took a lot of prodding for me. And then all of a sudden, it just started working. And she called me up when she hit 165, because it came really fast. She's like, oh my God, you're so right. I know I gave you a hard time sometimes when you're telling me that 165 wasn't enough, but you're right. 165 is not enough. And she just blew through that number. And then it was literally a pound and a half every single week times 52 weeks. And she lost 70 pounds. So it's literally, an amazing transformation. And, she was limiting herself. I knew it was possible because I had done it. And so it was really amazing to see. So don't limit yourself. Anything is possible.
Anything is possible. Last question, because I definitely